high-speed progressive stamper. We design, manufacture, build our own tools for the telecommunications and automotive industry. Our forte is bandolier pins. We build connector tools. We build equipment to run materials into our presses and take-ups to pick up the final parts coming out of our presses. In our machine shop, we've got an iMachining HEM 800 with SolidCAM on it. We've got the Wasina CNC surface grinder. We have an Agi Classic Cut S wire machine, some manual surface grinders, Bridgeport, and engine lathe. Our biggest challenge was without a machining center. We had to manufacture most of the parts by hand on manual machines. We had to farm them out, and when you farm them out, now you lose control over your timing. Somebody doesn't ship something on time, you lose up to a week or two. We needed to cure that problem. We decided on buying a machining center. Being novices at machining centers, we didn't know what we were looking at. We found a lot of different machines. We did our homework, we did our research. We finally settled on the HEM 800 and didn't know what software package we needed. Agi recommended a software package. We put it on the machine and we could not get it to run. It was a fight. For 3 months, they couldn't even write a post for the machine. After 3 months, Anthony Calderon from SolidCAM called me up out of the blue and said, "I understand you're having problems. I want to work with you." Anthony worked with me for 5 days straight on a competitor's software to help me to get my machine up and running. Did a fantastic job. Never once mentioned purchasing SolidCAM. Never brought up a price. At the end of the 5-day session, I said, "Anthony, you've been great." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because if you have problems," he said, "somebody else is going to have the same problems." I finally asked him, I said, "What about price?" I said, I like what you've done." He said, "We'll worry about price later." I said, "Okay, but do you think you can have a post that'll run my machine?" He says, "I have a post that'll run your machine, I guarantee it." Within 5 hours, I was running parts on my machine with SolidCAM. That included the tutorials, that included downloading the software onto my computer, that included putting the machine post to the machine, taking apart, designing it, doing my cut paths, putting it on a machine, turning the on button on. I was tickled pink. Couldn't have asked for more. Every time I have issues, a question, and I can't answer it myself, I've gone through the help and I'm baffled. I'll call up SolidCAM and the service has been great. The technicians will get on to a go-to meeting, come in and show me what to do. A lot of times they can just express it over the phone. "You didn't do this, you did do this, here's what you need to change," and it's been fantastic. We've had issues with the machine software itself. SolidCAM has been able to come in and help resolve those issues with, I'm going to call them Band-Aids, because it doesn't cure the issue with the machine software, but it patches it up so that I can run my machine until the machine manufacturer gets their software issues straightened out. iMachining's fantastic. I use it every chance I get. I do everything from big bolster plates to the tiniest parts that take a microscope to see on my machine. Every chance I get to use it, I use it. But there's so much more to SolidCAM than just iMachining. The 3D machining, the high-speed milling, everything. From the very beginning when they helped me out to get my machine up and running to just the learning curve for this was so short. My learning curve with the competitor was 5 days in a classroom, and I couldn't make a part when I was done. Like I said, with SolidCAM, it was 5 hours, and I'm making parts. It's easy, it's fast, it works inside of SolidWorks with no issues whatsoever. I couldn't have asked for a better programming system. I really couldn't have.